friends, it's Mr. Alex from Adams Memorial Library, and you guessed it, I'm back with another installment of the Online Origami Club. Now, this week, I thought we'd stick with our animal theme and make another animal that I really love, a walrus. So, make sure you stop here at the library, either at the front desk or curbside pickup, to get your Online Origami Club kit today. And in this kit will be all sorts of paper with different colors and patterns that you can use to make the project that I'm about to show you. Let's gather those origami materials and we'll get started. Just like every other time we make origami, we're going to need 4 things. The first thing we'll need is our Online Origami Club kit, and in this kit is going to be our final piece of paper to make our project, but then we'll also need a practice sheet of paper to get really good at making these folds. So in this case, I have this piece of origami paper here, but you can use anything that you have at home, your notebook paper, construction paper, whatever you have, it'll work for practicing origami. Then, if your practice paper isn't a perfect square, you'll need to grab, you guessed it, your pair of scissors. And, of course, here at the Online Origami Club, we love decorating. So you're going to want to have a marker, crayon, or something else to make your project extra special. Gather all of that up, and we'll get started. The first step that we're going to do in order to make our origami walrus is we're going to take our sheet of paper, and whatever side we want to be the outside, or our pattern for our walrus, we're going to take it and flip that face down. Once we have that, we're going to take and fold our paper diagonally into a triangle, just like this. By taking this point, bringing it up, making sure that everything lines up nice and neatly, and giving it a nice sharp crease. Once we have this, we're going to fold our paper in half again, take this point here and fold it over to this side here, just like this. Line it up and crease it off. Once we have this, we'll need to open our project back up, and it's time to begin shaping our walrus's face. So in order to do this, there's not an exact guideline, but the big thing here is that we don't want to fold to the center crease. Normally we would fold to the lines that we make before, but not in this case. We actually want to leave a little bit of room because that's going to separate the tusks of our walrus. So in this case, I want to fold down like this, but not the whole way to the center crease. So that actually looks pretty good there. We're going to line it up and crease it off. Now, the tricky part of this is that we want to keep our project even. So we want to make the same fold on this side, but again, we don't want to go to this center line. So we're just going to have to do our best to line it up and try to fold it in a way that is about even with the other side of our project. And I think that looks pretty good. One way that you can check is to flip your project over and hold it up. Mine looks pretty even, but if yours doesn't, this might be a great time to refold and try to line that up as perfectly as you can, or however you like your project to look. Now that we've done that, we're going to flip our project back over to this side so that we can see the back of our project, and we're going to round out the top of our walrus's head. So we're going to want to take this point up here and we're going to fold it down just like this, not the whole way down, but a little more than half. And that's going to give our walrus's head a nice rounded shape, and we're going to crease that off. Once we've done that, our next step is to fold these tusks in a little bit more. So we're going to take and we're going to make a fold like this on each side of our tusks. So all we're doing is we're going from this fold here and folding it right to this point here at the bottom of the tusk, just like this. Then we're going to repeat that fold on the other side. And crease that off as well. And at this point, the back of our project should look something like this, and we are finished folding. So now we want to flip our project over, and we're going to see that we have our walrus's face. Now, we are done folding, but as you know, there's always one more step, and that's decorating. So we're going to take our marker, and we're going to draw a face for our walrus. So in this case, we might want to give the walrus a mouth and a nose, some eyes, of course, and maybe a few whiskers. And there you have it, one very happy origami walrus. So at this point, you're going to take your final sheet of paper if you feel confident in making this project and fold your final origami walrus. I'll show you what mine looks like at the end of the video. After some practice and decorating, I took my piece of paper out of my Online Origami Club kit and I made this walrus here. It's pretty awesome. If you'd like to show me how great your project turned out, make sure to send those pictures on over to us at kids@adamslib.org. And definitely don't forget to follow us on social media on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube for all sorts of updates, not only about the Online Origami Club, but also the other great programs that we're doing here at the library. And as always, happy crafting!